current day. Tracks and points, but the cars are not. They're from 1998, when the racing was heavy and hard. It was one had tobacco sponsors, and no one drove high to ride the rail. Back when it was all about raising hell, turning left and praising down. Started reading right where by my vision and ready to. The classic racing style, right to your gunners new. You'll see drivers you remember that you love, and some that you love to hate. See, I was found gaming racing series NASCAR Heat 5 in 1998.
All right, back here, NASCAR Heat 5, 1998 mod. We are at Kansas. We are in the second race of the round of 12. And we are in the thick of things right now, folks. We are currently 5th in the points, tied with Terry Labonte, 6 points behind Earnhardt, 12 behind Labonte. And then we have a 3-point cushion over 6th, a 6-point cushion over 8th, or 7th, a 8-point cushion over the last qualifying spot, and a 9-point cushion over being eliminated. So, got to have a good race here today at Kansas. Next week is the Charlotte Roval. We've talked ad nauseum about how we're not looking forward to that. So, you know, if we can get a win here, we automatically qualify ourselves forward. But we definitely need a good run. It's just tough sledding right now. These top 8, 9 drivers have been pretty even, especially here lately. So, qualified 14th. Pretty much ran exactly what I ran in practice. We'll see if that's good enough to hold up. 14th. There you see Labonte and Gordon, 1st and 2nd up front. Ernie Irvin just doesn't look like themselves. And Ernie currently 10th in the point standing. So Ernie can't really afford to have a bad day. But we would love to see Ernie have a bad day here at Kansas. Rolling off 14th right next to Earnhardt, who we are 6 points behind.
Ready?
And you can see him up there, folks. Dale Jarrett, Bill Elliott. These are guys that we are racing with as we try and bring home a championship in this very challenging playoff format for us, for sure.
Inside.
That was not a glitch on the video. That also froze on my screen as well, and I thought we were going around there. So. I think we'll have good bite off the corner here today. We'll just kind of need to use that to push the car forward, you know.
Careful, still there.
I think getting into the corner, like right there, that's just going to be where we struggle. But look at us come off the corner. Have a lot of speed there. But Earnhardt is making his way up through the field. And if we're trying to qualify, if we're trying to be in that top 8, in my mind, that means we have to finish top 8. So, got to find a way around these guys. Got to find a way to stay ahead of these guys. Look at the racing up front here.
Stay at the bottom here. You're all clear up top.
A lot of guys in here that we need to get up here and mix it up with, including this guy right next to us, Dale Jarrett. We've got to finish in front of him. I'm not going to lie, I know it's only been 3 laps, but I was kind of hoping we'd be able to drive up through here a bit quicker than this. So I'm a little worried of once tires go away, how much of a fight we're going to be able to put up here. Obviously, Terry Labonte, we are tied with him in points, so getting around him right there. Going to be catamount for us.
Careful, still there. Top 3, use it if you need it.
And Earnhardt has driven this thing to the front of this field after qualifying 13. Did not wait, just took off and went.
That was a better lap.
I'm not sure if we have anything for Earnhardt here.
You're all clear up top there.
All right, riding around in 5th again. The top 8 qualify for the final 4 races. And that's what we'd like to be in. We want to be racing for a championship at that final race.
Still there.
A little bit of contact with Labonte. He returns the favor. Rusty Wallace and Dale Earnhardt having good runs here is not good for us. I can tell you that.
Careful, still there.
Gordon and Labonte, we can live with them racing well because I don't really think we're going to catch them, especially if they run well next week. But Dale Earnhardt getting a win is going to hurt because that's just going to qualify him in, and we're going to be right there with him. Rusty running 2nd, that's going to hurt. Just because right now Rusty is the last driver qualified in coming into this race, so he knows he needs a good run. We don't know what's happening back here behind us. We don't know where the Bill Elliott's are. We don't know where the Ward Burtons are. We don't know where the Ernie Irvins are. So, you know, hopefully somebody's going to have a bad day here, and we can get some big-time insurance points because I'm really not sure how it's going to go next week. I hate to keep talking about it in every race that we do since the playoffs started, but when you see all these playoff drivers running top 10 week in and week out, and you know that they're probably going to be doing the exact same thing next week, it's a little daunting. Blown engine there from, I believe that was Steve Grissom. Managed to get it off the track though.
Got a car low now. Caution.
Right front at 80%. 11 laps remaining. I just don't think, if this was the regular season, I think we pit, but I just don't think we can pit here and give up the track position, you know. Just you saw what pitting did in the real life championship this week in NASCAR, so you know we don't want to make that same mistake. And again, that caution, that could have been for anyone, you know. So
Careful, still there. Got a car coming inside now. Hold your line there.
oh my God, my car wants to
Careful.
come
still
around
there.
so bad getting in the corner there.
Clear eye, bud. Still there. Stay high, stay high. You're all clear on the bottom there.
We could just get the 2 car to push us here.
Car there on the outside. All right, clear outside. Inside, clear low there.
What will we do to try and win this race if we are in 2nd
5 to
here?
go, driver. Inside, you got room, you're clear there. Car outside, hold your line.
We need to focus on just keeping 2nd right now.
Careful, still there. Still there. Inside, inside.
That is the last thing in the world we wanted right there.
Hold your line.
Oh, that's a killer one.
Careful, still there.
Oh my God. Not who we wanted to see there.
Still there. Careful, still there.
This car is mega loose right now too, man.
Car high, careful there.
71% on the right front.
Still there. Way on the bottom. All right, I need 2 more good laps for you.
Not sure if I got it in me, bud.
Stay low.
You just cannot turn through the middle.
Still there. White flag, dig driver. Stay on the bottom. Still there. Careful, still there. Clear high, clear high.
Well,
That's a great run today.
we did
for
what we
a
had to
top
do
5.
there. Came away in 4th. I mean, we know where guys finished around us, so it's just going to be about what kind of cushion we have over, 9th place heading into this final race. So you guys know what the deal is. So let's go ahead and see where everybody else finished, and let's get this final race in the round of 12 set up here. All right, let's check out the Kansas results as we had a great view of it. Dale Earnhardt takes home the win. Rusty Wallace in 2nd. Jeff Gordon 3rd. We came in 4th. Dale Jarrett 5th. Mark Martin 6th. Bobby Labonte 7th. So the top 7 drivers were all playoff drivers. And again, the top 8 will advance after the race coming up next week. Jeff Burton 11th. Ward Burton 12th. Terry Labonte 15th. He took a little bit of a dive there. Bill Elliott 16th. And then the big one over here in 31st, Ernie Irvan taking a pretty good hit in the playoffs. And good runs this week for Ken Schrader, Bobby Hamilton, Jeff Bodine. These are 3 guys that needed a good run a couple of races ago and just couldn't get it. Ricky Rudd actually qualified for this race. If you take a look at the actual playoffs itself, 15 of the top 16 drivers were playoff drivers, and Mike Skinner was number 17. So Ernie Irvan was the only one of the playoff drivers to not finish in the top 16 that initially qualified for the playoffs. And that tells you just kind of how the ratings are in this game and what we should expect going forward. It is going to be an absolute dogfight down the stretch here as we just try and survive, really. Initially, I had hopes of, winning the championship, right? But now I feel like we're in full-on survival mode, just trying to make it to the next round. Let's take a look at what the overall points would look like right now if we just kept going the way it was. Jeff Gordon, just an absolute stranglehold, a 69 nice point advantage over Bobby Labonte, and he has kind of fallen into the clutches of Dale Earnhardt lately. We're slowly tracking down Terry Labonte, who still has yet to get a win this season, but you take a look at this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 straight top 10s for us, and the one that broke it was Sonoma in 25th, so don't want to talk about road courses anymore until we get to next week. And that's not what you came here for. You came here to see the playoff point standings, and here they are. Earnhardt and Gordon locked in already. Labonte 51-32. We are sitting in 4th with 5,123 points. We are 4 points ahead of Jarrett, 6 points ahead of Wallace, 8 points ahead of Mark Martin, and 11 points ahead of Terry Labonte. And the big one is we are 16 points ahead of Jeff Burton in that final cutoff spot. Jeff Burton, It's pretty much going to be Burton and everybody around him. That's who it's going to come down to. It looks like Ward Burton, Bill Elliott, and Ernie Irvin are going to need a win to move on into the final 8. But I'd say it's going to come down to these 9 drivers right here. So, and Gordon and Earnhardt are already in, so it's pretty much just going to be, I'd say Labonte's pretty well locked in too. There's no way he could fall underneath all these guys. So, from Sterling Marlin down to Jeff Burton, Marlin, Jarrett, Wallace, Martin, Labonte, and Burton. This is going to be who it comes down to next week at the Charlotte Roval. And that's where we'll be next week. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, do whatever you want. Just enjoy your YouTube experience. We'll be right back here next week for the final race of the round of 12. See if we can survive and move on. Thank you for watching. This has been Allen Farm Gaming.